Please like and subscribe.
Hello, Collective. Welcome to your reading. Collective, this is a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in. So please take what you need and leave the rest behind. You're not going to resonate with the entire reading. If you do, you do. But chances are, take what you need and leave the rest behind. Take what resonates. I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who is in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. Creator of the Most High, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for the collective and for whoever comes into the reading. Thank you. What a battle. What a battle. Just getting this spread out. Okay, and what's on the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting. Holy smoke. I feel like if you, okay, hold on a second here. I feel like you have fought very, very hard to get to where you are right now. Even if where you are right now is relatively new, maybe in the last year or two, maybe the last 5 years even. That's still pretty new. That's still relatively new. But you've had to fight like hell. Just, you don't understand. The cards were popping out of the deck like popcorn. And then the last 3 cards, half the deck exploded all over the floor. So I had to pick that all up, and there was a whole bunch of cards that were face up, and I was guided to these 3. Oh, and then this comes up the last. So you're very, very strong. Holy smoke. The energy you have within you, I'm feeling integrity, truthfulness, grace, charming, intelligent, timid, can be timid, but very kind, very grounded, very kind, very understanding, very much. This energy that you have that I've just described, these energies within you make up the Queen of Pentacles, but they make this up because these energies have been allowed to mature to the point where they now have gravity, which means they have magnetics. What do you think gravity is? Gravity is magnetic. Okay? So in the recent past, you or somebody else cast a judgment onto someone or something. You made a judgment in the past. You or somebody else did. This judgment may be a decision. You made a final decision on something. And this decision, I'm feeling like it employed energies within your psyche that were there and ready to go. but they hadn't been employed yet. They hadn't been put to use yet until now. And now you are building something new, working on a project, working on some sort of project, or rebuilding part of your life, or just working on a project. And you've gone through quite a transformation. Quite a transformation. I don't feel this death has destroyed this project. I feel like it's part of the project, or it's part of your process. It's just part of your process. And whatever decision you made this decision because you're very, very independent. You have a lot of independence. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, they're saying you feel this way. This is you right now, currently feeling alienated, feeling even that you're healing from alienation, or even deceitfulness, deception, distraction, even confusion about yourself, about your life, your own mistakes, your own mental anxieties. But I'm feeling more than anything a sense of alienation. But that's not how people see you. This is how you feel about yourself, but this is not how people see you. People see you as the Six of Cups in reverse, and as a Two of Swords. Two of Wands, I'm sorry. Very independent energy, very got it all together, got the whole world in your hands. Your whole life is ahead of you, no matter your age. You've done a culmination of your work. You have a great understanding about who you are and where you're coming from. And this is what sets you upon your own path. And this is how people see you. But this is how you have felt. Alone. Very alone. And because of, yes, you are very independent. You have left very levels of home. I'm getting a scripture from, I think it's the Old Testament, could be the New Testament, but it's about two people come together and they leave their mother and father's house. Meaning they join forces and get married or move in together, and they leave their mother and father's house. Well, oftentimes most people, many adults, move in together, but they never left home. Can you hear what I'm saying? You have left home many times. Yeah. And because of the work you have done on you, maybe this is why you feel so alone and isolated. Because you're so clear. You are so clear. I'm seeing like a diamond which bends light. It has the greatest refractive properties of light. A diamond is the hardest substance. The hardest substance. It's a number 10 on the Mohs scale of hardness. Mohs scale of light even, or I think it's hardness of density, but it's a number 10. And that's how I feel you have a certain sharp clarity, solid and clear. You are solid and clear, but you got this way because of what you've been through. Okay, I just heard, oh my God. I had this come through my mind the other day. I didn't realize it was going to come into this reading. It went something like this. And I guess this is for men and women, but it just goes like, I wasn't born a bitch. How does it go? Assholes like you made me this way. You know, and that's so true for all of us. That's how we learn. That's how we get educated about the world. That's how we get educated about ourselves, is going through the three archetypal wounds: betrayal, abandonment, and shame. And healing those wounds. And you can only heal them from inside of this heart. You're going to pull the swords out. Remove those people from your life, possibly. But definitely the behavior has to go. That landed these swords into your heart. How do you heal from betrayal? Trust. Not in the person who betrayed you, but in you. You need to develop a sense of trusting within yourself. How do you heal from abandonment? By commitment. Not to those who abandon you, but to you. A sense of real commitment to yourself. And how do you heal shame? Through honor. Not honoring the people who shamed you, unless that's part of how you, that's very, very wonderful. That's a very, very noble act. But first and more and foremost, honoring yourself, honoring you. And because of your sense of clarity, you know, you've left home many times. Like I said, two people will get together and move in, but they never really left home. They still have mom and dad. They're still married to mom and dad, even though they're married to their spouse. They're also married to their family. Okay, no offense to anybody that's in that situation. That's the way things are. Okay, that's the way things are. It wouldn't be in the scriptures if it wasn't. Okay. The whole objective is to eventually leave mom and dad's home and develop your own legs, develop your own strength, your own independence, and your own legs. And that's what you've done, which you've come to the end of a cycle. You're very, very independent. You're very ready for this end of a cycle, because you see the duplicity and the falsehood of a certain way of life, a former way of life. This could be relationships, but I'm feeling it's more with your relationship with yourself. And I feel like you'll never make those same kinds of mistakes again, like picking the same kinds of friends or relationships, or, you know. Okay, I just keep hearing wounded little bird. You won't be picking wounded little birds anymore to heal. You know, you'll be picking people that are already committed to their own healing, and therefore there's no dependency upon you, and there's no dependency from you upon them. It's a very interdependent relationship where both of you can coexist independently, sovereignly, but together in a friendship or workspace or whatever. I'm hearing like a religious clergy or something like that, some sort of a religious congregation or clergy, part of a clergy. Yeah, because you won't be making this. You won't be committing to this part of yourself ever again. And I'm feeling like the Creator has tested you a lot, or is going to test you about this decision that you've made. And I don't think you can go back. And whoever is involved in the cycle, there is Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. The four fixed signs here that are also involved in this in some way, whether these are people in your life or whether these are behaviors, whether these are patterns that only you can decipher. You'll have to understand this symbolically through the behavior of these animals if you really want to get into it and get in and dive deep. Okay, let's do some clarification. What was the judgment, Creator? What was the judgment? What was the judgment? What was the judgment about? What was the judgment about? Death. Oh, there was a death. You made a judgment call. You made a judgment call, or someone did anyway. Someone made a judgment call on you, or you did on them. Since this time, somebody has been walking the walk, but they don't, oh, how do I say this, Creator? They're going through the motions, but their spirit's just not there anymore. Excuse me. Just need a drink of water. Yeah, they're going through the motions, but they're just, something has changed. Something has shifted and changed greatly. Oh gosh, there was a tower. This was your Empress energy, or someone stood in their power. There was an end to an old cycle. The beginning of the end. This was the beginning of the end of an old cycle that needed to die, that needed to end, and it did with your help. You absolutely jumped on board and took this ship by the helm, took the bull by the horns and steered it in the direction that was most optimal, not even optimal to you, but that was the most harmless. Damage control. Damage control. That's exactly. You were on a mission of damage control. This had to end. Your Empress energy stepped in. I'm seeing also High Priestess energy that went in like a wrecking ball. You went in like a wrecking ball on purpose. And your High Priestess stood in there in your power. You don't necessarily have to be a woman. High Priestess being feminine energy, creative energy. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. 3 more, please, for the Three of Pentacles. This project you were working on, how do I say this? This project you were working on was like a butter anointing. That's, yes, okay, thank you. It was like a butter anointing. You had been stirring this for years, even decades even, and it's finally thickened. It is thickened, where you are now achieving a lot of healing in your own life. You're ready to go. It's go time. You've established the beginnings and firmly rooting your own power onto the planet, onto this plane. I'm feeling it's sovereignty, I'll say, not necessarily just power, but sovereignty. Maybe your own ambition, maybe that's it. But yes, that's it, your ambition. But your ambition is balanced by your hermit. Your ambition is balanced by your hermit. So yes, whatever energy, whatever work you've been doing, it is paying off. It has begun to thicken. This was in the past also too. So you started seeing results. If you know, like if you resonate with this reading, you started seeing results in the recent past regarding work you've been doing for a long time. What is the death, Creator? What is death? What is death? What is death? Yeah, you've gone through a great transition. You're recovering from playing the fool in your life, being the fool. You're recovering from your own short-sightedness, understanding your own short-sightedness, and understanding your own self-deception. Not only self-deception, but just general overall discord, general overall unhappiness. And you've been recovering from this, but this energy, you know, look at death, the Three of Swords in reverse, and then the end of a cycle, the world. You know, 2 are major arcanas. So that's what I feel, is that you will be recovering from being foolish. When maybe this is from like in your younger years where you didn't have all your wisdom at hand intact. You didn't lead from your wisdom. Maybe you led more from your ego. All of us did, or I can't say all of us. I can't speak for everybody. I know I did. I spoke a lot from my own ignorance also too, thinking that was truth. I didn't know. I thought that was, I was totally bluffing, and I bought my own bluff, until it all worked until it didn't, And yeah, general unhappiness, the end of a sense of, okay, this is going to be super specific, but for at least one of you anyway. I don't want to trigger anybody, but I'm hearing that for at least one of you, you always felt guilty just even like being alive. You always had a sense of guilt about you, and feeling that your whoever raised you, or maybe your society, maybe whoever, I don't know, somebody hurt you. Somebody was not the best leader. They probably did their best, they probably did their best. But this is the end of that. This is the death of these immature energies, because I don't feel you feel guilty anymore for being alive. I feel like you have overcome a lot of this energy through this, what you went through here and how it evolved into healing here. And then just an overall general, what you've shifted, what you've come through, what you've just shifted overall. What is the Six of Cups in reverse, Creator? What is the Six of Cups in reverse? This is a new deck. Six of Cups in reverse. The Lovers in reverse, the Magician in reverse, Justice upright, and the Queen of Wands upright. There was some sort of a breakup. Doesn't have to be a marriage. It can be best friends. It could be parent and child. It could be siblings, like best friend siblings. But there was some sort of a breakup that allowed justice to come in and allowed somebody to mature. Somebody to come into mature fire energy. Positive, mature fire energy. Courageous, joyful, and determined energy. Adaptable, a very steady force. It's the Queen of Wands. Yeah. So with the Independence here, there was a breakup that allowed you or somebody else to to have a sense of justice and to mature some of your best qualities, some of your most regal qualities. I feel very, very beautiful energy. What is the Two of Wands? What is the Two of Wands, Creator? The Two of Wands. Yeah, and that's what I see here. The death here. You were going through the motions, but your spirit wasn't in it anymore. If this is you or maybe somebody else. There was a tower. I'm feeling like your High Priestess came in like a wrecking ball overall. There was a breakup that caused a breakup between you and somebody else. Maybe this is someone else's energy entirely. You guys know more than I do. They brought in a sense of justice and allowed somebody to flourish. This breakup is exactly what needed to happen for someone. What is the Two of Wands, Creator? What is the Two of Wands? Ooh, they're all in reverse. This justice the tower and all that, and bringing in a breakup between you and somebody else, allowing somebody to mature in their best, most regal qualities, very powerful and positive change that somebody went through after a breakup, after with a family member, a spouse, a friend, a coworker, somebody, a cousin, a relative, who knows. But there was some sort of a separation from somebody they really cared about. There was some sort of a falling out. And the breakup is what brought about justice and allowed somebody to flourish. Yes, you know who you are because of what you've been through. And because of this, you have a lot of courage. Yes, there's a sense of leaving home, but there's also a sense of great courage. A lot of strength. And shamelessness. Shamelessness. Yes, leaving home, shamelessness. Like you're not running. You're actually truly like a little eaglet spreading your wings. Yes, that's exactly how the Creator's showing you to me, as a little eaglet getting ready to flee the nest, to fly from the nest. So this Two of Wands. Yes, okay. You needed to fly this nest. Whatever nest this is, it was not in your best interest anymore. Maybe it was at one time. You guys were aligned. You were on the same page. You were in sync with each other in many different ways, but now you're not. And for you to stay is going to be very energetically expensive for you and for the other person or the other people or whoever's at the other end of this relationship. So you know that this relationship has been fulfilled. Whatever happened, whatever contract ended here has ended. It's over. Your leaving home is also, in a way, you're keeping yourself distracted also too. Possibly a lot of action, a lot of activity. Yeah, and there's still no animation regarding you and this relationship with somebody else. There is still no animation. There's like if you have to see them in the future, there will be no animation. There's no coming back. There's no coming back. It's over. It may develop into something else entirely, maybe in the future, but for now, it needs to just disintegrate and be what that is. Allow for that. Allow for that. Creator, what is the Two of Swords? What is the Two of Swords in reverse? What is the Two of Swords in reverse? The Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, the ones that are up. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, you saw the duplicity and or you will see this. You will see the clarity about your own life and your own the truth of your relationship with you, that you don't want to invest in anymore. You may go through some obstacles, some frustrating energies in order to come into new territory within yourself, because you're not going back. You can't go back. You can't go back. So you're going through like a birthing, and that comes with obstacles. Obstacles, frustrations, yeah. But you're going to have a sense of recovery and a great sense of inner balance. I'm feeling like it's going to surprise you. Your recalibration after coming through, and I feel like the challenges and obstacles are not going to be for a long season. It's just going to be for whatever, to help you, like initiate you maybe into this new level of yourself. But it's not going to go on for months and months. It's going to be for a very short season, and you're going to be surprised at your own ease, and you're able to ease into a higher dimension of yourself. Like it's been there the whole time. It's like when you finally get your driver's license, but you've been driving for 5 years, you know, when you finally get your driver's license, it's like, yeah, I'm already here. Like I'm already at a place where I'm an excellent expert driver. And that's like where you are. You're already here. So you're eased into this higher dimension. It's going to be like, all right. So maybe it won't surprise you, but it will be, that you'll be happy. You'll be happy. And what is the Four of Cups, Creator? What is the Four of Cups? The cards tonight. Oh, yeah. Unrequited love. Unrequited love. Someone is vexed. Maybe you have your own sense of vexation about your former relationship with yourself. I don't feel that though. I don't feel that. I feel like this is unrequited love. Like you can't go back to a relationship anymore. Yeah. Yeah, look at the Queen of Wands turning away from this. No, you've had enough. You're determined to move on. You have found a connection back to you. Oh my gosh. And one more, Creator. And the Six of Swords, you're leaving behind. You were leaving this behind. Nope, that's it. The Creator's saying, nope, leave it there. Leave it there. Okay. Ooh, that was interesting. My straw just moved all by itself. Okay. That's probably me shaking the table. Okay. Anyway, you guys. Excellent. Very, very good energy. Beautiful, beautiful follow through. Beautiful follow through. Yeah, you really have left this energy behind. You've already left this energy behind. And you physically leaving it behind now will come easy. Because you have been allowed to mature. The best of you has been allowed to mature. Because there was an end to a very toxic relationship that was hurting you. Oh, you guys, I'm so proud of you. Good for you guys. That's excellent. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I hope it's useful. I hope it's helpful. And I hope that you can take it forward with you into your lives. Alrighty, you guys. bless you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.